Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign. So please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. I do hope y'all are doing well and feeling well, as I said. So let's see what's going on with you all, guys, okay? So the first card we have here is Slavery and Genocide. Cold Cutoff Game, Light Piss Off Their Demons, Systematic Abuse, Inside Job, Death Camps, Satanic Powers That Be, Human Traffickers in the United States, guys, okay? So look, honey, there is obviously something very serious that is going on. Something major, honey, that is happening within the United States. There were some other cards that came out as well. And interestingly enough, a lot of like maybe like other cultured people, like immigrants, different things like that, who may be in the United States, may be affected by something that what's going on here. We're going to break this situation down and see what this is all about, guys, okay? But as I was shuffling your overall messages, these races of people came out. I got Jamaican woman or women, Jamaican man or men, Hispanic woman or women, Hispanic man or men, other race man, and other race woman here, okay? So this other race could be of any other race that exists, okay? And something specifically about Jamaican men and women and Hispanic men and women, okay? Tied into this situation in some type of way. And that's, don't think that these cards coming out is, you know, being, you know, discriminating against those cultures of people or nothing like that. I kid y'all not. Y'all, this deck right here, I have so many cards in there. When I tell y'all every race that is a race, you know, I have in that deck. Okay, so white men and women could have came out, black men and women could have, you know, African Americans, Caucasians could have came out, okay, Asians, Hispanics, Mexicans, Latinas, like some of everybody that you can think of, I have in that deck, like almost every race. And any race that I couldn't think of when I made these cards, that's why I made the other race cards, okay? So y'all, so this is not on my part, you know, me, you know, pointing out some specific race for some, you know, nefarious reason or something like that or what have you. Those were just the extra cards that came out. So the more and more of the cards that I got that was calling out particular races of people, I just set them aside because I wanted to see just how many of them were going to come out. So by the time I got all of the overall energy messages that I wanted to come out, those were all the races of people that came out, guys, okay? Something major is going on. Obviously, if you're in the United States, you know, there's a lot of things that is happening in the United States right now, okay? Especially with, like, you know, ICE and different things like that, immigration, all kinds of things, okay? Something is serious, y'all, okay? Like, something is like literally next level serious. Like, this is a lot more serious than you know, dismissing someone or you know, kicking someone out the country or something like that, okay? There's something toxic here, something dark, demonic, evil, wicked, sinister, something cruel, brutal that is happening here, okay? And either this is already going on, or maybe this is something that's supposed to happen. I'm just gonna go with the flow with this, because I almost don't even know, like, how deep this is going to go, okay? But we start off here with slavery and genocide, okay? Y'all, people could be being enslaved, okay, for the purposes not to help them, save them, or even just be dismissive to them and be like, hey, shoo, go back to wherever it is you come from, type of thing. Some type of human slavery is going on, or is happening, some type of roundups or something, and it's for the purposes of genocide. Like, these people being unalived at some point. Like, people may be under the assumption on the surface that say, hey, you know what I'm saying, oh, maybe like about persons that's like here illegally or something like that, or citizenship being stripped away from them or something like that. They're being sent back to wherever it is that they were born, or wherever it is that they come from. I can't speak for, say, all of those people, everybody. I can't sit here and say, oh, all of those people, they're not being sent back to their, their hometown, where they come from or what have you. They're all being enslaved in some type of way. But there is a large amount of people who are, they're being used for slavery. They're being rounded up for slavery and genocide. Okay? And Spirit is saying this is due to some type of cold cutoff game, okay? Somebody's cutthroat, ruthless, and got some type of cold cutoff game, guys, okay? I'm seeing social media. Something may go viral on social media. Yeah, some type of something. There's some type of man-made disaster that could be taking place as well. I want to say this too, y'all. Y'all, obviously, people are supposed to have free will. So I don't want anybody to take this coming from me like I'm trying to tell you what you can and can't do, trying to control you, or being mean and malicious to you in some type of way. But I will say this, y'all. I have come across, and a lot of people do this. A lot of people do this, of all kinds of races of people, okay? The majority of the people that you see do this live in the United States, are live in the United States, okay? Have American citizenship, from my understanding, from what I've seen, okay? But Spirit has brought something to my attention, okay? Like lately, like within the last probably like 2 months or so, Spirit been having me to pay attention to like the news and politics and all kinds of stuff, y'all. And so, y'all know this AI generated stuff, like it basically caters to certain things. So because of the AI, there's certain things that is put on your news feed and different things like that for you to see. So long story short, guys, okay, I have seen this overwhelming amount of African people who have YouTube channels, okay? Now, I'm not speaking against people who are from Africa, like against you all, like dislike you all, but Spirit is telling me to tell you this, okay? So you take it how you want it. It's not coming from a place of hate from me, but I have come across, y'all, I'm telling you, like back to back to back to back. I've never seen these people a day before in my life. They all of a sudden popped up out the blue, and it's men and it's women, okay? And these people are African. They have very strong African African accents, okay? Many of them, because of their setting, because of their background, I can tell are not in the United States. And that's what kind of drew me, like caught my attention first. Because I said one day, I'm like, as I had seen so many of these videos, I'm like, why is it so many African people with YouTube channels who are not even United States citizens or in the United States solely only doing content. Their entire content is about things that goes on in the United States. Nothing about their culture, the country that they come from. Only the United States. And I matter of factly know that all of them are not in the United States. Some of them, yes. Some of them may, they here, on whatever they have, green cards, visas, whatever it is that they have, or what have you. They may have some type of citizen. I don't know what their status is, okay? But y'all, when I say an overwhelming amount, I'm not talking about like 2-3 channels. I'm not talking about 4 or 5 channels. Y'all, okay? So that stood out to me first, because the first thing I asked myself, I said, are all of these, because I never knew. I never knew that there were so many African people, and I'm talking about actual Africans, not African Americans. I'm talking about Africans, people who were born in Africa. And so the first time it was really, Spirit brought it to my attention where I just really paid attention, because these videos was coming up like back to back to back to back to back, men and women. It's not even the same person. I'm not talking about one individual person, okay? Back to back. I said, I never knew it was that many people from Africa that was in America. It's the first thing what I said to myself. And so I started paying attention. And I started noticing, Spirit said, they're not all even in America. Now, we got plenty of African, but we got plenty of all kinds of culture people here in America. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them being in America if they are in America. I'm not saying what I'm saying in dislike of them. What I found interesting is there is an overwhelming amount of African people who were born in Africa, who have YouTube channels, who are solely only doing content about what is going on in the United States, from our politics to everything that is going on in the United States. You don't hear them talk about themselves, their culture, where they come from. Most people, content creators, have kind of like a mixture of content that they create and put on their channel. These are Africans who solely discuss nothing but what is going on in Africa. Okay? So like I said, the first thing that came to my attention, I'm like, dang, I did not know. I'm like, look at all these African people with YouTube channels. And then I noticed that first. And then I said to myself, I didn't even know it was that many actual naturally born Africans even in America. And then Spirit had me to pay attention, and Spirit told me they're not even all in America. And I'm like, you mean to tell me it's people in Africa who got YouTube channels, who solely only do content about what the fuck is going on in the United States? You don't see American citizens with YouTube channels. This like say, you could take anybody who's an American citizen, okay? A Caucasian person, a black person, whoever, anybody who solely only doing content. Say I had a YouTube channel, right? And I'm in the United States, right? I'm from the United States, right? And I'm solely only doing content about what the fuck is going on in Africa. Or say I'm an American citizen, right? And I'm in the United States of America. But say I only do content about China, Chinese people and what's going on in China. Or Japan, Japanese people and what's going on in Japan. Or you know what I'm saying? And so that interests me. I'm like, all of these people are not even in America, but they literally have YouTube channels where they are only discussing things that is going on in the United States, okay? And so then after that, I started really paying attention to the content that they were doing, because when I tell y'all everything that goes on in the United, especially when it comes to the politics, from things about politicians to the president to even Black Friday video, just everything going on in America. But all of these people are not in America, okay? So I'm like, this shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? And you can take whatever culture of person you want to. You could take a Chinese person that is living in China. That person is not solely only have a YouTube channel and solely only doing content about what the fuck is going on in the United States. Okay, you could take a Russian person, they living in Russia, and have a YouTube channel, and they're only doing content about what's going on in the United States or even any other part of the world. You know what I'm saying? So I found this to be interesting. The other thing that I found to be interesting about Africans, and I do feel like this is problematic, especially for the ones who are not in America. Okay? Now, I don't know how to do things in Africa. Okay? And I have noticed many of them who have these channels, they are not all in America. What I do find problematic, many of their videos will start off, white people this or black people that. White people, megas are in tears. White people begging blacks to work on their farms. Black people they're white people upset because black people are excelling. And I'm like, are they trying to cause racial fucking divide? And we got enough fucking problems here. Racism is the fuck real. And my thing is, if you are not in America and you solely only talking about Americans and shit that is going on in America, and you can't title your video something else besides white people this, black people that, MAGA, they are like, oh, y'all, I can show y'all. I can't, I'm not even making it up, and I'm trying to put nobody's channel on blast, but the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm going to say real quick, Spirit only have me telling y'all this, okay? Because those of you all who are in America that's doing that, y'all are being watched, and your channels are being watched. So if y'all are not here legally, especially those of you who, like, say, speaking against those who are in, power right now, like, you know, politicians, the presidents, the backup, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could cause problems for yourself. Y'all see all this shit that's going on with deportations and different things. I'm not saying anything I'm saying, obviously, okay, because I'm against African people, you know, or anything like that. Spirit just told me to warn y'all, okay? Because I noticed all of their videos are titled like that. Everything they do, okay? I'm going to give y'all an example, okay? I don't want to put this person's channel on blast, but their channels be looking like this. Like, this person's video is titled Total Meltdown, Trump's Worst Friday, okay? And it's like all kind of, it's like all kinds of channels. And every time I see one, it's like white people, this or black people that, like, here's one here. And they obsessed with MAGAs, you know, the Make America Great Again people. MAGAs fight to survive after Trump took off, okay? But they have some of these videos that it's like, I'm like, why is it always white people this or black people that, and white people realize the strength of black people. Black people excelling, white people are crying. Like, I'm like, why are they titling their shit like that? I'm not even saying that they shouldn't have a YouTube channel. I'm not even saying they shouldn't make content. Do what you do. I'm not speaking about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's the right way and it's the wrong way to say or do anything, okay? And if you listen to any of them, it's not like when they speak on their channel, because most of them is just showing clips that they have taken from other people's channels, that they have put together these different clips from different places and came and put it on their channel. And then, you know, they might, you know, say a few words at the beginning, say a few words at the end, and try to put their input on something, about something that's going on in America, okay? And how I know, the ones of them that I know that is not in America, their African accents are so thick, you can't really understand what the hell they're saying. And it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, the words that you do hear, it's not like they're being mean or nasty or hateful or anything like that, but definitely the way that they title their video, it always be like white people this and black people that. Like, I'm like, why does it always have to be that like that? Okay, like, black or this or a white or that, and like it's one versus the other. And I'm like, I done got tired of seeing it now. I was surprised at first, but I done got tired of seeing it because it's more than just black and white people who are in America. But for some reason, to Africans, many of these Africans, and I'm not even saying all of them, whether they're in the United States or they're still in Africa, they have these channels, and I'm really surprised that they solely only do content about things that's going on in the United States. And it's like, in their mind, they only break things that's going on in the United States by black people and white people, as if there's no other race of people in the United States. And I'm like, so it comes off, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, white people, MAGAs voted 3 times for Trump, and now they're regretting their vote. Like, why do you have to title your video this type of shit? Like, it's weird. Okay, look, I don't want to put these people channels on blast. White man enraged his own, exposed this to black Americans. Like, why it's always got to be white this, black that? You understand? Look, why are blacks not moved with their struggles here? Like, look, white folks furious as black folks mind their own business. These are all I don't even want to call them African channels, but they're all channels. These are different people. These are not even what I've just read off to y'all is the titles of these people's videos, and they're all different Africans, and they only discuss shit and people who are in the United States. And I'm telling you, all of them are not in the United States. But Spirit is telling me to tell you this right now, that the satanic powers that be, they watch every fucking thing. Okay? So they could be watching some of y'all too, and y'all see all the shit that is going on, all this white people this and black people that, and oh, the you know what I'm saying, the MAGAs this and the president that, and it trips me out, the ones of them who are African, who are not even in America, and then they get on and they want to talk political stuff solely about in the United States and talk presidents and politicians and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen nothing like it, but every one of their videos is titled like that. White folks this and black folks that, and it's just weird. And it's not just, it's women and men or what have. Look, every one of this, look, white folks furious as black folks mind their own business. White folks in panic and upset at the rate at which black folks are succeeding. White MAGA now fed up with Trump using them. Team up with black Americans. Latinas beg black Americans for help after experiencing America's harsh truth. Minnesota's Somalians frustrated as deportations loom. White folks are abandoning their whiteness and want nothing to do with their people. Like, who the fuck says this? White America. Look, this is one channel, and I kid you not, every one. I went ahead and went into one of these channels. This is an African person. Everything that they put in, white folks this and black folks that, and like, what the fuck are you talking about? We have enough racial fucking divide here. We don't need this white folks this and black folks that and all this other kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what the fuck it is, but like, But Spirit told me to warn y'all about that. Because y'all ass is being watched too. And all of these channels are African people, like from Africa people. And Spirit is pointing out to me which ones of them are in Africa I'm really blown away about those who are actually in Africa and have YouTube channels, and they solely only doing their entire content base is about nothing but America. They don't show anything about Africa, their way of living in Africa, who they are as a people in Africa, anything like that. All they talk about is the fuck America. But Spirit has also shown me the ones who looks like to me who may be in America. But y'all need to be careful. Look, every one of this. White folks are abandoning their white. I read that one. White America thought poverty was a black problem. Now they're learning the harsh truth. White folks admit black people bring power, credibility, and culture. White folks finally admit America is under a curse for oppressing God's chosen. White folks furious and beg black Americans not to boycott their stores. White folks desperately admit they miss and need black people. When the fuck ever? What white people you notice and said that? Because those of us in America ain't heard no white folks say that. So where the fuck you getting your fucking intel from? Where you getting your information? Okay. White America in tears and furious with Trump. Now begging black Americans to help them. White MAGA publicly admit Obama outshined Trump by 10,000 plus. What? This is like, where did they get the information? Some white voters and Latinas are furious and worried that Trump can't deport black people, black folks. Black folks openly and boldly draw a line on how they want to be treated. What? White man breaks down, begging his people to treat black Americans right. White nurse lost her job and hospital sued after doing this to a black woman in labor. White America in turmoil, and they face, like, y'all, every one of these, I can keep going on and on. Everyone, these videos is tight. White folks this, black folks that. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit is weird, okay? So as I said, I don't have anything against these people, but Spirit for some reason wanted me to tell y'all in this specifically in this reading, okay? Because this is coming out for some reason, okay? With this slavery and genocide and cold cut-off game or what have you, there's a lot of people here who very well may have legal citizenship in America, who were born in other countries, from other places. With all kind of things that's happening and changing and going on, could quite possibly get their citizenship stripped away, okay? So this is not about, especially if you're in America, you're supposed to have free will, okay? But like all this black this and white that, like if you're going to talk about a people as a whole, it's more than black and white people, okay? And these people, they spying and watching everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And I would hate. And I'm saying this solely to them because I kid y'all not, every one of those that I read off to you are African people from Africa. I'm talking about with strong fucking accents. Africa. Okay? And they discuss nothing but the United States of America, and all that's ever in their mouth is black people this and white people that. Every once in a while, things have been coming up about Latinas and the Somalians and different things like that or whatever, and they'll say this or that or whatever, but it's always like almost like a racial divide, trying to cause a racial, could keep up some type of racial this and black against the whites and the whites against the black. We got enough the fuck going on here, okay? And I would surely hate for any of y'all to be the fuck deported or have something crazy go on like that, okay? Because y'all got that type of rhetoric going on. It just doesn't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, I digress. Spirit just had me to tell y'all, and at the end of the day, you're a full grown adult, so you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit just had me to tell you all that, okay? So I'm seeing something about social media here, and I'm seeing man-made disaster here, guys, okay? Something may be seen on social media pertaining to this slavery and genocide or something like that. This code, with this code, to clarify code cut off game, we have man-made disaster here. Some type of man-made disaster, which means it was plotted, planned, schemed, set up, orchestrated, organized by man or one man. You know what I'm saying? Who basically sets something into motion to cause something to happen. Okay, with this cold cut off game, this could literally be cutting people off. This could be tied into rounding people up, supposedly deporting people, but they actually being the fuck abducted and enslaved. I'm mistreated in some type of way, because that's what we're seeing here. Okay? Light pissed off their demons. Look, surveillance here. People are being watched. This is the reason why Spirit had me to stop and just tell those Africans that have these YouTube channels, whether you're in Africa or whether you are actually in America, whether legally or otherwise. If you're not here legally, you need to tread lightly anyway. But even if you here legally, y'all have clearly seen there's people that's been here since they was fucking babies who being deported the hell out of. Okay? With this light pissed off their demons, with the surveillance is here, okay? People are being watched. I'm seeing secret here on systematic abuse. This some type of systematic abuse, whatever this system, something is going on in secret, like behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people's back. There's something secretly going on as it relates to this systematic abuse, Spirit is saying. Yeah. Inside job, I'm seeing runaway. I'm seeing abuse and neglect. These death camps are being set up, or they these could be the FEMA death camps or what have you, where they got the mass grave coffins, baby, where they can stack fucking, 20, 30, 40, 50 bodies in one damn coffin and shit, honey. Some type of abuse and neglect going on these death camps here. I'm seeing runaway. Spirit could be telling people to run away. Something is going on in the United States. Spirit, clarify inside job. Yeah, there's some type of cover up. There's a cover up of this inside job that is going on, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify satanic powers that be. Satanic powers that be. It's some people going to be in regret of something. Or in regret. It came out again. I tried to put it back in the deck. It came back out. I'm going to sit over here to the side with runaway. Runaway and regret is here. Spirit could be telling somebody to run away. People could be trying to run away. They could be in regret for coming to the United States, being stuck in the United States, or whatever the situation going on. There's definitely mass mind control that is happening as well. Yeah, the devil. Wow. Death. Mind control. Devil. Death. The devil is in the details of this situation. They doing mass mind control on people, y'all. They mind controlling people to death. The devil is definitely in the details. We got the devil here. I'm seeing something about traveling boat. Somebody could be traveling by boat. Some type of travel going on some type of boat. Maybe they're traveling or trafficking people. This sitting here on human traffickers here. Something about travel in boat. This came out together on these human traffickers. Okay? Spirit, clarify in the United States. In the United States. I'm seeing serial killers. Inside, revenge. Revenge, family, money, tunnel. Meetings, some type of meetings taking place. Celebrities. These celebrities could be going underground. Could be going in their bunkers or something. Serial killers are involved. Okay? People, like are being put to death in some type of way in the United States, Spirit. Clarify. Clarify in the United States. Accomplices, partners in crime, assassinations. You got these serial killers in the United States. Accomplices and partners in crime in some type of assassinations of individuals. Okay, something might get exposed, or like maybe like something might be breaking news. Something might go viral online or something like that. Yeah. Imprisonment here. People being imprisoned. Abuse and neglect with imprisonment. These death camps. This is organized crime, Spirit is saying. Some type of cover up of organized crime is going on. That's why Spirit is saying it's an inside job. Spirit, any other messages? I'm seeing male here. Could be predominantly males that's like running, ruling, controlling something. Something here. Crimes of passion. Spirit, what else is going on? Cleanup. I'm seeing something about a landfill. I don't know if there's like bodies or remains or something in a landfill. Something about a landfill. Spirit, any other messages? Families affected by this, like something about cleanup. There could even be aliens, extraterrestrials, reptilians, draconians, unhuman beings involved. Okay? Tied to this cleanup. Whatever they call themselves, cleaning something up, wiping people out. Yeah, something is being done out of revenge, Spirit is saying. These extraterrestrials, these shapeshifters, these unhuman beings could want something that's hidden in the tunnels. I keep seeing something about tunnels. I seen hidden and then I seen tunnels. Yeah, cult. This could be a whole cult. Yeah, Spirit is saying there's a cult that's hidden in these tunnels. Okay, there could be these aliens, shapeshifters, reptilians, draconians, unhuman beings that want some type of revenge. There's a cleanup that's going on because of these unhuman beings who want some type of revenge. They're a cult that's hidden. You see that lizard on here? Okay, in some type of tunnel somewhere. Okay, something also has to do with greed. There may be a spike in celebrity suicides because they're trapped. I'm seeing something about celebrities, suicide, and trapped. There may be some celebrities that they claim committed suicide, or they may actually be committing suicide because they're trapped, they're stuck, they're restricted, they're unable to move or get out of their situations. Spirit is saying, yeah, they're trapped inside. They're trapped inside. Spirit is saying. Yeah. The devil's definitely in the details of this situation, okay? Spirit is saying. The satanic powers that be, they're accomplices and partners. There's several accomplices and partners in crime that's involved here, okay? Also, there's something significant, guys, about Spirit is saying listen to your intuition. I'm also seeing something about dismemberment. Something about dismemberment. This might be tied to these deaths and things. Okay? I'm also seeing something here about missing children. Missing children. Children could be going missing. Of whoever is affected by this slavery genocide stuff that is going on. Again, I see, listen to your intuition. I'm seeing justice here with secrets. Okay, so the justice system is keeping some type of secrets as it relates to the systematic abuse. The things that's going on in secret, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Spirit, give me clear and accurate messages. Clarify this slavery genocide. Oh, I'm seeing the devil, magic. I'm seeing imprisonment and murder. Wherever this slavery and this genocide is going on, people are being imprisoned somewhere, locked down somewhere. That's where this death camps is at. And people are being murdered while being imprisoned. I'm telling y'all, all these people that's being rounded up, if y'all think that these people is paying for them flights back to wherever it is they come from, some of them maybe. Okay, but y'all check with your people though. Okay? Because ain't nobody got, if you notice, ain't nobody that's been deported back to wherever. You know what I'm saying? They still probably have some type of communication and call nobody, say, hey, I made it, I'm okay, staying there such and such, I'm working such and such out. You know, like, y'all. This could be a whole nother situation, or this could be tied into that situation. I'm just saying, okay? Allegedly, I'm speaking in general here, okay? There are people, something may go viral, something about social media. There may be some type of breaking news, something may be going viral online about some type of slavery, about some type of genocide, and it has to do with people being imprisoned and murdered. Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify strong cutoff game with man-made disaster. Strong cutoff game. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I'm seeing royalty and torture or torturers. So there may be persons who are royal who got a strong cut-off game, cutting people off in some type of way, causing some type of man-made disaster. Spirit is referring to the strong cut-off game, this man-made disaster, as torture. Okay? Yeah, light pissed off their demons with surveillance here. Yeah, this is revolution in the reverse here. Do you want a revolution? This is a wealthy elite, war or uprising, reign of terror. Wow. This systematic abuse has something to do. These are like ritual sacrifices. Some type of ritual sacrifices, human sacrifices are going on as it relates to the systematic abuse. Okay? And in the justice system, the government is secretly involved in some type of this ritual sacrifice, this human sacrifice, this systematic abuse. To clarify, inside job with cover up and organized crime, we got power here. So there are persons in position of power, people in positions of authority, people with fame, fortune, recognition, celebrity status, popular status, elite status, wealthy status, who are abusing their power. Okay? Somebody may have a loss of power as well. Spirit, clarify death camps and abuse and neglect with imprisonment. I'm seeing sexual assault. People are being sexually assaulted in these death camps. Clarify these death camps, Spirit. I'm also seeing execution, sexual assaults and executions. I'm also seeing something. I seen it went back into the deck, but I seen rebels. Something about rebels. It went back in the deck. Maybe it wasn't meant to come out. To clarify satanic powers that be with the devil and accomplices, partners in crime, we got extraterrestrials here. Okay, so again, this can't speak. We did see the alien card at the bottom of the deck. This can't speak. I said, you know, unhuman beings. Okay, shapeshifters, reptilian, draconic, whatever the hell you want to call them. They're not human, or they're hybrids, half human, half something else. Okay. That make up to say that there's something significant to these extraterrestrials, these aliens, these unhuman beings, and the satanic powers that be, their accomplices, partners in crime, the devil. Speaking of the devil, these were the first two cards that I seen. The devil and magic was the first two cards that wanted to come out. There's some type of dark magic that is being done. Folks is demonically possessed, cursed. There's sorcerers and sorcerers involved, witches and warlocks, alchemists, dark priests and priestesses, witch doctors, witch practitioners, Wiccans, illusionists, voodooists. Some type of devil magic or something is going on here. Satanic powers that be. Spirit, we got illegal here. So there's illegal harassment, illegal surveillance, illegal use of technology, illegal artificial intelligence, BCIs, mind control, militarized operations, cruel and unusual punishment, hate crimes, hacking, tracking, stalking, satanic ritual abuse, domestic terrorism. This is all illegal, what is being done here, okay? And these unhuman beings, these satanic powers that be, the shadow government, those who are in the shadows that are in hiding, are the ones that's running, ruling, and controlling everything that's going on, Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm seeing discrimination. Yeah. Enslavement. Okay. Some type of enslavement is going on here. Ritual sacrifice and enslavement. The systematic abuse. Got people stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation. These could be work slaves, concubines, emancipated slaves, prisoners of wars. They're trapped, they're captive, they're stuck. This is what's being done to them. This is discrimination, Spirit is saying. Okay? These people in power who abuse their power, abuse their authority, abuse their fame, fortune, recognition, celebrity status, elite status, and wealth. This inside job, these people in power, this is some form of discrimination. There's a cover up of this organized crime that's going on. These death camps, these people are being held in death camps where they are being sexually assaulted and executed, Spirit is saying. Spirit, clarify human traffickers. Clarify human traffickers. I'm seeing swindlers. Ooh. Military. We got swindlers and military out here. It's involvement. Any other messages on these human trafficking, Spirit? Government. Damn. People are victims of injustice here by these perpetrators. Want some type of payback or revenge. Okay? People could be running away or may start running away. Human trafficker, Spirit. I'm seeing bullies. These are tormentors. Spirit, United States, banishment here. Some type of banishment is going on. People are being exiled, shunned, disowned, forced underground, rejected, neglected, alienated, left out, abandoned. They're being banished in the United States. Some type of banishment is going on. Yeah. Got secret societies out here. So we had... You got swindler. I'm just gonna put swindler and bullies on these on human traffickers here with the travel in the boat here. The government, military, law enforcement with justice here. Persons in power. This could be wealthy elites of any kind. People in power, authority, leadership. People who abuse their power and authority. People who abuse their fame, fortune, recognition. Okay, we also got secret societies here. We also have leadership here. Okay, your secret societies could be any type of cult, covenant, or secret society. Okay. However, this card do say Freemasonry, but it could be, there's many different secret societies. Okay, leadership talks about bosses, leaders, rulers, masters. Okay, I'm seeing air disaster. There may be some type of air disaster, air strike, or something like that is coming. Some type of air disaster or air sign could be significant. Y'all, this shit about to be something. This shit about to go back to the Wild Wild West in this motherfucker. And I'm not just saying that. This card literally say Wild Wild West. Okay. The cowboys, rebels, and outlaws about to get got to be activated in this bitch. Okay. Indigenous people or other or some about to go down, and we got current lifetime here. So this is happening in the current lifetime. This is not something like they say happened in the past or something. Oh yeah, I split the deck and I just seen war. Some type of war is happening. I'm also seeing something here about group living or royal living, tribes, commune, cult, monasteries, loss of loved ones due to death, abandonment, unexplained disappearance, or war. This is going on in the United States, Spirit is saying. Some type of air disaster may take place, or an air sign can be of significance. Okay, Spirit, clarify this: mind control, death, what is that? Dismemberment. Got secrets here. Some type of secret agenda. Okay, there's some type of secret agenda of some kind. People are being kept in the dark. Some type of secrets is being exposed, okay? There may also be some type of fire disaster of some kind, or a fire sign could be of significance. There might be an explosion, volcano, forest fire, a major city fire. They can go hand in hand with some air disaster, okay? Because that almost, look like asteroids or some shit falling from the damn sky or what have you. Spirit, what is this? What's clarify this? Missing child, missing children. I'm seeing fall of civilization, greed, corruption, indulgence, and ignorance is the reason why this is going on, collective. Any other messages on missing children? Something about wealth. I'm seeing children. I'm seeing wealth. What's going on? Missing children. There's some type of war that's taking place, y'all. Look, war and fall of civilization. Some type of war. You got war and fall of civilization here. Some type of war is taking place. I'm seeing something about rural excuse me, living, royal living. farmers, hunters, woodsmen. This even says peasant, okay? I'm not being funny. I'm going to show you the card. You see up there? It literally says peasant. People in rural areas may need to be on guard, be careful, or something like that. Something could lead to a world war. Okay? This says Allied defender, Allied invader, Hiroshima, Holocaust. Them death camps is like, you know, it's like they trying to take some shit back to the Holocaust or something like that. This is some type of war that is going on. But it's like the people are freaking being attacked. Spirit, any message on these missing children? Missing children. I'm seeing oppression. Missing children, spirit. Again, I'm just seeing I'm seeing the children card. It says loss, illegitimacy, infertility, and fertility here. Something about these children here. And again, I'm seeing the wealth card. It's something about that, some type of money that they're making off of these children. Again, I'm seeing air disaster. Some type of air disaster may cause a world war. As a matter of fact, an air disaster and a fire disaster is going to cause some type of world war. Any other messages, Spirit? These children are being abused. Wherever these children are. Health issues. Insanity, I'm seeing. Something may cause people health issues or insanity. People are going to rebel, obviously, against something like this. Or something about rebels, nonconformists, activists, revolutionaries, anarchists. Yeah, I'm seeing rebels and I'm seeing technology. Rebels, those who are seen as rebels, okay, who are nonconformists, who are activists, who are revolutionary, who are anarchists in any type of way, visionaries, truthers, whistleblowers, different things like that. This technology here, there's some type of spyware, use of technology, abuse of technology. They're being watched. That was that surveillance card here. Remember, surveillance came out on light, piss off their demons. These rebels are being watched, okay? And they've been attacking people with mind control. In an effort to manipulate them and to control them, okay? Now, like, they are literally doing some harsh shit to, like, discriminate against people. I'm seeing communications. There's something significant to communications. I feel like some type of communications may come out on social media pertaining to some type of slavery, genocide, and it has to do with these imprisonments and these murders that is taking place of people. Ritual sacrifices, enslavement, sexual assaults and executions going on at these death camps. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Yes. This shit about to turn back to the wild, wild west in this bitch. Because in this day and time, most people ain't going out without a fight. Especially when it's attack on the people in a whole. You don't understand what I'm saying? This don't even seem like an attack on any particular, like say, like one race of people or one kinds of people. This is beyond wicked, man. Ten of Cups, a lot of families affected by this, or will be. Spirit, clarify this, slavery and genocide. Slavery and genocide, Spirit. Damn. The Five of Wands, Justice, and the Eight of Cups came out together. The Five of Wands is about jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, a competition, retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge here, okay? Justice speaks of government. It speaks of authority. And the Eight of Cups speaks of change in some type of way, okay? Something... yeah. Due to some type of punishment, payback, or revenge... Something is happening due to some type of jealousy, envy, hatred, punishment, payback, or revenge, because the government wants to bring about some type of change. This is the reason why something is happening. Something is going, this situation is happening or going on, collective. Spirit, clarify, what was this? Strong cutoff game. Strong cutoff game. Look, the moon, moon, Eight of Swords here, okay? Something is going on in secret, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people's back. They could be trying to block people's intuitions about this, fuck with people's subconscious on what is happening. There could be misconceptions, uncertainty, but there's definitely a lot of deception, guys, okay? There's instability in what is happening, okay? There's also illusions that is being created, a lot of anxiety around amongst people, guys, okay? The moon is about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark, okay? Shady people, dirty dealings, illusions, fear, cover-ups, and criminal activity, okay? And the Eight of Swords talks about entrapment, imprisonment, okay? It's doom and gloom. It's crisis. It's persons being stuck, restricted, unable to move or get out of a situation. We got the Emperor here, okay? As well, the Emperor, this could be persons who masculines who are in power, authority, leadership, okay? Those who are of the establishment, action-oriented individuals, grounded, stable, secure type of individuals in authority, who are powerful or leaders in some type of way. Spirit say light piss off their demons. They make up the wealthy elite. Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit, clarify light piss off their demons. Light piss off their demons. There's a King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Masculine. Light piss off their demon. Spirit, clarify. King of Swords as well. This King of Wands, King of Swords could be working together. This light piss off their demons. Yeah, I'm seeing the Hierophant. So we're definitely talking about individuals who are high up in power, in authority, in leadership, okay? A lot of men, boss leader type masculines, wealthy, elite, powerful type of men, okay? Remember when I told you, remember we seen that air disaster card and we seen the fire disaster card? I said there could be an actual air disaster or fire disaster that's happening, or some persons who may be air sign or fire sign, okay? Definitely heavy fire and air energy. Okay, Spirit, clarify systematic abuse, okay? So due to some type of systematic abuse, there is a lot of conflict, defeat, hostilities, problematic situations. Something is abusive. There's a lot of plots, plans, schemes, strategies, setups that is going on as it relates to this situation, okay? And there's a group of individuals who are working together, with the Three of Coins being here. There's some type of binding contracts, collaborations, okay? There's a group of individuals, okay, who are definitely working together to make something happen, to do this, okay? Spirit, clarify inside job. Clarify inside job. Yeah. This betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, this fatal ending is an inside job, okay? This failure, this rock bottom, this breakdown, dead end, final chapter, energy that we are that is causing this situation, okay? It's because of an inside job here, okay? It's organized crime, Spirit is saying, okay? There's some type of cover-up that is going on of this organized crime. The devil is in the details here, okay? Spirit is also saying We also got judgment here, the Ten of Swords, the devil, and judgment, okay, on inside job, okay. And like I said, the Ten of Swords is backstabbing type of energy. People are being stabbed in the back, they're being sabotaged, they're being ruined, they're being set up, they're being, you know, these are some disloyal individuals here, okay. And with the devil being here, this is very demonic, evil, wicked, sinister, toxic, self-know type of energy here. These people sold their soul to the devil, they chained to the devil. That's the reason why the devil is in the details, okay, of this situation. Spirit is saying these are some very materialistic, greedy, narcissistic, egotistical type of individuals, okay, obsessive, possessive, addictive type of individuals, okay, restrictive type of individual. Spirit is saying, okay, but some type of judgment call has been made, okay, some type of action is being taken. These people are on some type of mission of some kind, okay, in the decisions that's being made and what's being done. Spirit is saying, Spirit, clarify death camps, clarify death camps. Spirit, clarify these death camps. People are in mental conflict in these death camps, okay? They're stressed, they're worried, they're depressed, they're dealing with anxiety, they're having sleepless nights, they're being haunted and taunted. Yeah, not doing well in these death camps, okay? I'm also seeing something about individuals being abandoned, neglected, and left out in the cold in some type of way, okay? Rejected, alienated, left in harsh conditions, okay? And lost in these death camps. Spirit is saying, okay, definitely a lot of sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret. Okay, I also seen the Nine of Swords, which speaks of mental conflict, stress, worry, depressions, and anxieties amongst the people who are in those death camps. Okay, I feel like something is already going on. Okay, people who are being like, you know, abducted and rounded up and different things like that, collective or what have you. These people are being trafficked to these damn death camps, man, or something, okay. But there's mental conflict amongst these individuals, okay? Because they've been abandoned, neglected, rejected, alienated, left in turmoil and harsh conditions. They've been left out in the cold, and they're in sadness, loss, disappointment, and regret due to this unwelcome change, due to the grief, the sadness, the loss, the mourning, the emotional baggage, okay? These individuals could be resisting this change that is going on, okay? Yeah. I'm seeing the Tower in the Four of Swords here. So the Tower is like a reckoning, a shocking event, something happening like all of a sudden out the blue, okay? Like a sudden upheaval, a wipeout, a shakeup of things, something being destroyed, some type of chaos or tragedy or problematic situation, disruption, destruction, deception, murder, death, harm, illness, injuries. Okay, the Four of Swords can literally be somebody in need of help, healing, recovery, recuperation, hospitalization, healing in some type of way. Somebody who is injured in some type of way, severely injured or something in some type of way. Spirit, clarify satanic powers that be. Clarify satanic powers that be. I'm seeing the Two of Swords. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. Spirit is saying these individuals are liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, con artists, okay? They're sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. Something is not what it seems. So whatever they're saying on the surface, they're lying. There's deception. These people are wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. They're cowardly individuals who do things under false pretenses. They're carrying things away. They're sneaking off with things, stealing things, abducting people. They're being very sneaky. This is definitely betrayal, disloyalty, and sabotage that is happening amongst people. Okay, these people are very strategic, though. Okay, the Seven of Swords is all about deception, manipulations, trickery, fuckery, thievery. Okay, Spirit, any other messages on the satanic powers that be? Any other messages on the satanic powers that be? Any other messages? I'm also seeing the Ten of Coins here. There's a lot of money, okay? The Ten of Coins is about wealth. There's a lot of money that's being made off of these missing children. Something about these missing children. Okay. I'm seeing star here. These individuals, this star energy could literally be individuals who are popular, well-known, famous, wealthy, elite, or something like that, collective. Satanic powers that be, spirit. Any other messages on the satanic powers that be? There's a lot, again, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups here. There's a lot of families and things, a lot of people. The Ten of Cups can speak about a large group of people or congregation of people or whole families of people affected by this or what's going on. Okay? Yeah. Because I'm also seeing the world here. It's like something, what is happening is like affecting the world. Okay, we got the Three of Swords and the Death card here. It's on the United States here. So there's a lot of heartache, heartbreak, deep emotional pain, grief, disillusionment, and sorrow, depression, heartache, heartbreak, misunderstanding, tears, loss as it relates to the situation due to these deaths that are occurring. Collective people are being severely injured. They're succumbing to their injuries. They're dying, spirit is saying. Okay. I'm seeing the Chariot here. This speaks of trafficking, spirit is saying. Okay, the Chariot talks about forward movements, okay? Trips, journeys, travelings, relocations, transportations, and different things like that, okay? But it's like, it's strength of will, it's forward movement, it's determined energy, willpower type of energy, it's control, it's action, it's focus, it's force. For movement forward. Here, you have the Magician. Okay, put that here on the satanic powers that be. These people are masters of disguise. Okay, we talk about witches and warlocks. Okay, and shapeshifters and different things. Okay, they're divination and abusers as well. Something is being manifested or conjured up or manipulated. Okay, master manipulators, I'm hearing spirit is saying. Okay. Spirit, any other messages on human traffickers? Human traffickers. I'm seeing the Eight of Coins here. So these traffickers are paid. It's like this is their job. They're doing some type of job. Okay. I'm also seeing the Two of Swords here. Definitely decision that is being made has been made by these satanic powers that be to do these things. Okay. People are literally being abducted, kidnapped, stolen, taken to these death camps where they are tortured and abused. They're like, it's the spirit is saying, like what we started off with, slavery and genocide. Spirit, any other messages? Allegedly, according to the information that I'm getting from my spirit guys, honey, out of this reading, child. Any other messages, spirit? Pertaining to human trafficking. So I'm seeing a Fool here on runaway, regret, with victim of injustice here, okay? So there could be some people in this, you know, foolish type of energy, okay? Wanting to take some type of leap of faith, wanting to be spontaneous and adventurous and maybe step out on faith, step into the unknown in some type of way, maybe to try to get away or something like that. Spirit, any other messages? Yeah. These people are definitely paid. Whoever these traffickers are paid a lot of money for doing the work that they do, spirit is saying. Yeah. They paid a lot of money to do the work that they do. Spirit, any other messages on the United States? Any other messages on the United States? Spirit, clarify, what is this? Oh, mind control, death, and dismemberment. Mind control, death, and dismemberment. So I'm seeing strength here. People are trying to stay strong. Okay, have faith, have courage, stand their ground in some type of way. People are wanting to rise up, take some type of leap of faith. as it relates to this situation. Yeah, I'm seeing a solar eclipse. Big changes are coming. Timing about 6 months. Okay, some type of catalyst for change, some type of transformation, some type of cosmic trigger has been pulled in some type of way, collective. Yeah. Ace of Swords here. Spirit is saying what I'm telling you is the truth. It's clarity. It's awareness. It's insight. Okay. It's epiphany. It's a breakthrough. Okay. Yeah. That's what's going on here. And the new moon is behind that. Okay. Something can be significant to the new moon or a full moon. Timing within a month or the next by the next full moon. Some type of emotional awareness or a climax of a situation. A cycle completion. Yeah, I'm seeing the Six of Wands in the reverse though. This is like pride. This is like pride before a fall type of energy. These people are vain and conceited. They're self-centered. Something is disgrace. These people are. This is narcissism. Somebody is a show off. Somebody is egocentric. Somebody may be end up being a failure in something with something or something that's going on here. Yeah. Somebody has a material attachment to something. Spirit is saying. Yeah, there's some type of swift fast communication, messages, news, or information as well. Spirit, what else is going on? Any other messages, Spirit? Some people could be trying could be closed off, could be going into hiding or something due to some type of gossip or rumors or something of like what's going on. Yeah. There could be people trying to go into hiding, people trying to go on the run. There's some extreme feelings and overwhelming emotions as it relates to this situation, collective, okay? But I mean, you got some folks that ain't no punks in the world too, okay? They can get down with the best of them. It's liable to get riled up, and that's the reason why we seen that Wild Wild West card, okay? Because we seen air disaster, fire disaster, world war, Wild Wild West, okay? So, about to get loose around that thing. The shit that they got going on. Some shit popping off. A waxing moon. Okay, all this moon energy coming out here, it just speaks to all the things that is going on in the shadows, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people's back. Most people have no clue as to what is really happening, what is going on, but something is a big deal. People being hurt, harmed, endangered, going missing, never be seen or heard from ever again. Yeah. A lot of burdens, hardships, and problematic situations as it relates to the situation. Okay, guys? So those are y'all. That's y'all's reading, guys. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation y'all may be dealing with. Hope not. Or pertaining to a situation you may notice someone else is dealing with. If you are cross-watching, okay? Yeah, people are being racially profiled, collective. Okay? Yeah. There may even be something that is something airborne that is dropped as well. Okay. Definitely could be some type of human experimentation that is going on. Okay. Yeah. Those of you who are aware of this and see what's going on, see what's coming, you got crystal clear vision, Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm also seeing spiritual warfare here. Some of y'all people are seeing clearly at a racial profile that people that's being the racial profiling basically goodness that is being done. Okay, this is terrorism. These people who are involved in this are terrorists. Okay, and they sick Satanist, spirit is saying. Okay, yeah. The wealthy elites, spirit is saying, are manipulating authority figures, professionals, and lower government officials as well. People gonna start acting a fool around here. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna turn into the fucking wild wild west around here, and it's gonna pop off. It's gonna get even worse. Cause see, then that's gonna be all she wrote. People gonna start acting a fool because people gonna start to have crystal clear vision about people that's being racially profiled and what's really going on, especially when this breaking news hit. Okay, about people being in prison, that's been in prison coming up dead, and like what's actually happening and going on. People gonna start acting a fool, man. That's when all other kind of shit is gonna pop off, y'all. Hold on just a minute. Hopefully y'all can see this. I had to plug this device up. Okay. As soon as folks start turning up and acting a fool, it's gonna be all she wrote. They're gonna declare martial law. Start rounding up all kind of people. Use that as an excuse to start rounding up all kind of people. Spirits say them folks ain't right. It's what they want to do anyway because they fucking racist. Okay. Yep. Revenge. Okay. Collective, whoever you are, you're going to be divinely guided. Okay. These are some soulless beings that's demonically possessed, spirit is saying. Okay. Spirits say they don't care about us. Okay. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Yep. Targeted individuals. People are being targeted, collective. Okay. Change is going to come. Some type of new movement is going on, collective. Some of y'all may decide y'all may be moving to a new house of your dreams. So spirit is saying don't worry, whoever you are. Obviously that's not going to apply to everybody, okay? But those of you who are who is resonating with this reading to the point of being able to understand where I'm coming from and the message spirit is giving, spirit is telling you you're going to be divinely guided. You're going to be moving to a new house. So don't worry. Okay? Because there's some scary shit that's going on. That is going to happen. Your third eye is open, collective. Okay? This is mass blood sacrifices that's going on. Okay? Be careful of individuals trying to recruit you against your will, collective. Okay? It's a whole lot of jealousy out here. Okay? Yeah. Spirits say pay attention to the red flags. There may be some type of snuff film that gets released. That could be what that social media about, okay? Something may get leaked, okay? With literally somebody being tortured and murdered on camera. That's what a snuff film is. And it's going to go viral, and people are going to see how these people who are being kidnapped and in prison are being treated. They're being tortured. Okay, they're not being, they're being traveled to wherever this death camp as place is, and they're being held there in harsh conditions, and they're being abused while they're there until they're executed. Something is going to get leaked. It's a snuff film. Okay, of somebody being tortured in one of these death camps, encampments, or what have you, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Collective, your supposed family, your entire family could even be in on some setup. Is hoping you get caught up in something like this. Okay, you don't need to be in no contact with these people. Something about your family is in on some setup. No contact. Okay, the higher ups is pulling the strings of all the puppets. Wealthy white privilege, abuse of power, and racist discrimination. Cannibals. Okay. There could even be an assassination of a public figure in the midst of this. Okay? There's something being hidden, Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Collective Spirit is saying be suspicious of everything and everyone. Okay? Some type of social engineering is going on as well as it relates to this situation. Okay? The enemy, big man, Spirit is saying. The Illuminati could be trying to initiate some of you all. I'm seeing something about contamination of the air. Okay? Some type of contamination, whether it's water, air, plants, food, or hygiene products. Some type of contaminations. Wolves and snakes in sheep's clothing. Spirit is saying this is a wake-up call. This is going to wake up the masses. Okay? People are going to be shookest awake around here. Okay? Using magic to control your free will. Suspicious of every suspicious activity. Something just ain't right. Okay? Emotional manipulation. Okay? Who can you trust when everyone has betrayed you? Stand your ground against your oppressors, collective. They smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place, those backstabbers. Spirits say they want the people to be without nothing and nobody, just to make themselves look better. Okay? Spirit is saying they got ugliness in their hearts. Okay? Y'all are going to start seeing these powers that be true colors. Okay? They've been exploiting the people for money. Don't trust them. Some very evil people want to sacrifice you. Cover up. This is ultimate betrayal for wealth, power, status, and privilege. Your supposed family are your worst enemies. So if some shit go down, do not go near. If some shit go down near you, especially if you know you are a targeted individual and you're being targeted in a certain type of way, don't go running back to your family. Okay? Whoever you are, collective, you're strong. You're strong-willed, Spirit is saying, okay? You could be getting some type of goddess energy guidance, okay? Something may leak on the dark web. That could be what that social media is about, but something about dark web, something beyond the dark web. Yeah, Illuminati stealing minds, souls, and bodies. Major deals and money moves. Hocus pocus. Women in power are more vicious than the men. Any other messages, Spirit? Don't take the wrong path, collective. I'm seeing wrong path. Okay? I'm seeing don't fall for temptation either. Whatever you may be tempted by, don't fall for temptation. Spirit say this is a test. This is only a test. Emergency alert. Yeah, some type of illegally funded government operations going on. Spirits say they're telling lies to the general public. RFID chip implants. You could be a light worker, collective. You could intuitively know something ain't right, something's going on. Okay? There may be a hijacked plane or some type of attack. Spirit is saying wake up. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Seeing cloning lab. Black lives don't matter. Black on black crime is happening every day. They could be trying to do something to trigger the black communities in some type of way. These people could be looking at y'all like bitter bitches, bitter bums. Or Spirit could be calling them bitter bitches, bitter bums. Okay? These people got some bad juju on them. Okay? Spirit, any other messages I need to share before we wrap this up? Any other messages? Something about this setup gonna go wrong. Something is gonna backfire in a major way, okay? But some shit gonna go down. Like, so yeah, they're doing chaos magic to cause this to happen. These satanic sellouts, they're doing chaos magic, Spirit is saying. Okay? Yep, again, I'm seeing strong cutoff game. Evil eye. Be careful of fake friends, collective. I'm seeing something about distant associates, okay? Forget them folks. I'm seeing gang, bang, chain gang, criminal activity. Hired hitman. Spirit say don't think it's a gang when it's really not, okay? A chain gang of fools chained to the devil. Any other messages, Spirit? World War, AI versus ET. Stay woke, they be creeping. Competing, conflicts, fighting, fussing, cussing, arguments, hating, and disagreements. Corrupt cops. Any other messages, Spirit? Okay. I'm seeing corrupt people in power are grooming, brainwashing, and mind controlling your children. There could be some type of important information coming out, or somebody may receive some type of important information. This gonna have people in the sunken place, collective. Okay? People are suffering from sleepless nights. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages, Spirit? Okay, guys. Spirit say loose, release, and let go of karmics, okay? Any other messages, Spirit? Transformation. Someone who's about to die could be trying to get someone's attention. Okay, guys. So that concludes this reading. I do hope this is giving you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation that you may know someone else, or you may notice someone else is dealing with, collective. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who's interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. You can do so through CASHAPP, $tiff.diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, what the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Peace.